The last three didn't have me.
Tom Duty, middle-aged American. I'm with Adam. Say hola, Adam.
Hola, Adam.
Living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty and a Google search from my site. Our message today, this is going to be a brief credit card debt talk. So far, we have a conversational debt talk, and they go for maybe 60 minutes. Some have gone longer, and they've included people who hold staff positions with Adam as their boss. Well, that's not precisely correct because one is Adam's wife. Suzanne is on Invoice on one of the occasions, but the other two people would call Adam their boss, and that's in Tempe, Arizona. So I've kind of prompted Adam what I wanted to accomplish, and I want him to say this. I just want to, on the occasion of President's Day, I just kind of want to add a human side to this and also kind of date stamp it. So after I finish that intro, Adam, I'll just turn it to you. Happy President's Day, amigo.
Happy President's Day.
Feliz Dia de Presidente.
Igual.
So the other in the news very recently is the death of four boys. They were 19. They were driving with their manager. They're a rock band of Warrington, United Kingdom. Warrington is not far from the city made famous by the Beatles, Liverpool. So they were an up-and-coming indie band, and they were driving at 2 o'clock in the morning after their first gig outside the United Kingdom. There was I guess I am the one to video. There was a drawbridge that goes like this. The whole section in the middle goes up without doing this or without doing this. So the whole section goes like this, and these four boys and their 32-year-old manager went like that. They died.
Didn't that occur in Sweden?
And so I got introduced to their music and the occasion of being introduced to their death. So it just maybe partly because their music is brilliant, partly because of the tragic premature death that got introduced to me along with the music is just in my mind again and again. Anyways, they got a great sound. Unfortunately, they have reached their end. It's a tragic story. Again, the name of the band is Viola Beach, and they were from Warrington, United Kingdom, not far from Liverpool, and that country is feeling the pain, very, especially locally. Go ahead.
The crash itself, if I remember, happened just outside of Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, so you knew of this?
Yes.
Where did you? Because I got it on BBC. I kind of thought it wouldn't have been in your sphere of news.
I look at world news every now and then, like 3 times a day.
But it was in a U.S. media source, or was it a?
Yeah, it was in the U.S. media. I don't remember which one. Don't pinpoint me on which one, but I spotted that.
Yeah. What was your reaction?
It's a shame.
Yeah. These four 19-year-olds, 19 was the age of my son when he died, so there's kind of another little special emotional kicker for me. And, it's just tragic. The other thing, Adam, I said this to my cousin Brian, I know of no other band with all these bands, with all the bands doing drugs and the premature tragic death and all the travel that they do, I couldn't think of anyone else where they all died together. Now, the Ramones were famous drinkers, famous drug guys, a lot of casual sex. They toured relentlessly for, I think, 3 decades, and then they started dying one by one, each of them by medical, none of them accidental death. And so to me, it seems almost weird that it almost never happens. My brother named a band, and I'm going to name it if you can't. Go ahead. Is there anyone else that had this, they all died together, end?
I'm trying to remember if Buddy Holly's band was with him.
Brian said, you ready?
Go ahead.
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, I didn't think of that, yes.
But there's kind of a mistake with that, although you seem to remember it as Brian did, because the facts will say that only 3 of the members died. The surviving members restarted the band a decade later.
Yeah, well, surviving member. The other 2 were alternates.
Oh, so it really did seem like the whole band.
Mostly it was the whole band. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Can you
All
think
right.
of?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead. All right. So again, the prompting is this message is to credit repair companies. We think we have a special message that kind of makes Adam's Business Financial Rescuers more appealing to credit repair companies, and he's going to tell you why.
Financial Rescuers is uniquely set up to work with credit repair companies. Most of my affiliates are, in fact, credit repair companies. Credit repair only works permanently when an account has been resolved to a zero balance. If a balance is still owed, even though a credit repair company may be able to get it removed from the credit report, A, the company will still continue its collection efforts, and B, will likely get it put back on the credit report at some point because the debt is still owed. So, credit repair companies make great partners with debt settlement companies. We get the account zeroed out, credit repair fixes and takes off this account from the credit report since it doesn't have any value anymore. What makes us different, however, is fees. My company is set up to take the most minimal amount of fees before a settlement occurs. We allow clients to settle their debt before we start collecting all of our money. We take a very minimal amount in the beginning of the program in order to keep our doors open, but the bulk of money is collected from the client once the client has settled their debt. This makes them a much happier client returning to the credit repair company. They have more confidence than they did when they came to us. Most of them are afraid when they get to us. They're like, well, all I wanted was this off my credit report. Yes, to get it off your credit report, first we have to pay it off. We can pay it off at 25 to 40% of what's owed. You can save up to 60% of what you owe. But once we do that, then the credit repair company you were seeking is going to be able to scrub it off your report. We combine very, very well. Other companies will pay the credit repair company a lot of fees right away, but they won't settle the person's debt fast enough. The person will go back with a bad taste in their mouth because they might have gotten a summons during the process, or we weren't able to settle it because they had to add more money because the fees ate up so much that we weren't able to settle the debt. We don't front load fees, period. End of story. And in not doing that, we have much, much better client retention. We have much, much better client happiness. And it just equals more completed clients for the credit repair company on their return.
So, Adam, you said the bad taste in their mouth. Now, when I hear that, I combine what I know about credit repair companies. They want to fully service their client and refer to professionals whose when their services reach the limit, they are able to refer to someone like you. What they want most of all is for that client to come back to them so that they can finish the work that they started. This
Correct.
is so, Adam, given that most credit repair companies are a local business, unlike you, this getting these clients back and getting referrals, this is especially important.
Oh, definitely. The credit repair business that refers us the clients is dependent upon getting those clients back. That's their bread and butter. We specifically work with the credit repair company. Some of them do it creditor by creditor, which means that we're able to report the moment something is settled, and this way they can dispute it and have a letter proving that the debt was settled, and it's easier to get it off the report.
All right, so Adam, let me, I don't want to overrate my experience, but as you know, I took 3 client referrals that came through a credit repair company that came through you. So I'm going to pick a man we've talked about before. We ended up calling him on Credit Card Debt Talk, Mr. Cocktail.
I remember Mr. Cocktail.
Right. So this man he wanted to get this debt settled, and then he basically changed his mind. So we didn't do anything for him. We didn't take any of his money. Had a series of phone calls. He didn't sign any documents, and then he went back to, and I'm going to say his name. Should I say the P name or the R name? Credit Repair in Philly.
I would use the R name as
the R name. So Ramsey is a fellow in Philly, and Ramsey was my contact. So I explained to Ramsey, I talked to Mr. Cocktail on a couple of occasions, and he basically has changed his mind. So if he comes back into you and what he tells you isn't reconciling what I've told you he said, then please let's revive his consideration. But at the moment, there's nothing else I can do for him.
Correct.
This is say more. Correct.
Well, the man believes that because the credit card was unsecured, he can never suffer any penalties. And so he doesn't see a reason to pay 60% of what he owes to have it removed. The facts are completely the opposite of that. And at some point in the future, he's likely to face a bank garnishment or a levy or a lien against his property. He might not even know it happened because they don't have to alert him to that.
They don't have to. It is strategically wise for them not to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Judgment. They can go to the sheriff's department and register a levy or a lien anytime that they feel like it on this debt, and there is nothing that Mr. Cocktail can do to prevent it.
Okay, so Adam, I'm going to try to summarize this. When clients, they're not through credit repair, they decide, I didn't want to do it, I've been current forever, I pay as agreed, I'm going to take the chance. Everyone knows the debt is cheaper if it goes delinquent, so I'm going to change paid as agreed, I'm going to let the payment slide. All of a sudden, everything goes simultaneously delinquent. Those are choice clients. The clients that come from credit repair are messier. True or false?
True.
Say more.
Well, the reason they're at credit repair is their credit.
This is sort of part of the credit repair. They're getting something repaired. Why? Because it's broken.
Bingo.
Yeah.
You don't go to credit repair because you're paying as agreed on all your accounts.
Right.
Paying as agreed on all your accounts. You have good credit. You don't need credit repair.
All right. So here's my message, Adam. You may not know I've done this, but I've now doubled my list of credit repair companies I'm soliciting on Twitter. And here's my message to you, kind people with a credit repair company represented on Twitter. Please understand the messy client files that you bring a company like Adams that does debt settlement. They want to work with you, but quite honestly, sometimes they don't. Adams' fee arrangement will embrace every single one of the clients, not take their money if Adam fails to do anything for them, take the fees they earned when they earn them and not before they earn them. One way or another, credit repair companies, you're going to get your client back properly served with a fair amount of fees taken, and you are advised of the process each step of the way, or they're going to come back to you with an explanation about why nothing was done, like Mr. Cocktail, and an explanation that no fees were taken. You want to expand on that, Adam?
Only one thing you left out. The credit repair company will make money for bringing them to us. If fees are taken, we do pay the credit repair company for their referral.
Right. So obviously, if no work is done, no fees are taken, no professionals make any money. However, if fees are taken, those fees are shared with the credit repair company.
I wouldn't use that word. It's illegal to share fees. We will pay the credit repair company for the client they sent us.
Okay.
Fee splitting is illegal.
Tell me how this is different and cover your ass in the process.
Thank you. The fees are not split, and it very clearly reads in our affiliate contract that we pay a particular percentage of the benefit to the affiliate for bringing us the client. And it's a straight out payment. It's not a split of the fees. It's the amount we agree to pay the affiliate directly. This
sounds like semantics that are that way for a reason. Do you want to say more about why?
For a reason. It's not semantics. It's the law. We follow the law.
It's law semantics. It's semantics.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't feel like going through the 85-page audit that comes if they think I'm fee splitting.
Right. I understand. So to cover Adam's ass, we don't share fees. However, if fees are earned by the client, some of those fees are not shared with them. They are paid according to a pre-agreement.
That's where you're wrong. Those fees are collected by financial rescuers, and in turn, financial rescuers directly pays a certain amount to the credit repair company.
And says thank you.
Yes, we always
Yes,
say
we are very polite. All right, Adam, that's what I wanted to accomplish. You have anything else to say?
not really.
All right. Ciao, amigo. This has been Tom Duty, Middle Age American. Oh, I'll do your contact info. Adam's at 866-516-1985. He is in now Mesa, Arizona. A new office, just a month old, and it is
Bigger, much bigger office, many more employees.
a room for more employees, but you don't have more employees yet.
I have 2 more.
Okay.
We now have our staff is increasing.
Well, many more. Sounds like you got a basketball team. You don't. You got.
I have a badminton team.
You have a badminton team. So Adam is now in Mesa, and it is an indication of a healthy business that is thriving, and is thriving for good reason. The phone number has not changed, even though the address has, and that's 866-516-1985, 866-516-1985. The website, again, that has not changed, though the mailing address has changed, and that is financialrescuers.com. And Adam is a founding partner, along with George Tedros, who is an attorney in Pennsylvania. And Adam has, for personal reasons, gone to Arizona, from where the company was founded in Pennsylvania, and hired and trained his own staff, now growing staff, and now second office since he's been there, which is now probably 3 years, right?
Roughly, yeah, we're coming up on our 3rd year.
Yeah. So that's it, and I'm in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, a restful night's sleep. Ciao, 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 ciao.